I'll tell you what, guys, could you have had a better final closing Sunday of the NFL regular season than yesterday? I mean, yesterday afternoon, the late games were going on. I'm in my car. I'm listening to the games on Sirius, and it's like every game you turned on had playoff implications. I mean, you couldn't have asked for anything better. I mean, I'm switching back and forth channels going, are the Chargers beating the Raiders? What is Tim Tebow doing against Kansas City? Then I'm looking back and forth seeing what's going on with Baltimore, Pittsburgh, their games respectively against Cincinnati and Cleveland. I mean, that is the way you should have every closing Sunday in the NFL. Of course, you had Tennessee winning on the early card, then having to hold on to see if they were possibly going to be able to make it into the playoffs. Of course, they did not. And then you had what I called my 2012 do-or-die game of the year last night. Giants and Cowboys, winner take all. Winner, of course, getting the NFC East title and a playoff bid. And guys, I had a mistake in that game. Yes, I told you the Giants would win that game by 13 points. My bad, laying 3. They won by 17. Damn you, Eli Manning. But another 15-dime winner, just as strong as last Monday's 15-dime winner on the New Orleans Saints. And guys, that all sets the table for this day. It's strange, though. Very bizarre. This being a Monday when we've got all the big bowl games, the traditional games that in years gone by you always had January 1st on a Saturday or Sunday. It's so strange with these games being played on Monday, but that won't stop us from making money, right guys? Hey everyone, Al DeMarco here, and this of course is going to be your Monday video report. Listen, I am also on an 11-5 run with complimentary plays, including a 3-0 sweep with my college bowl releases so far, giving you Temple over Wyoming, Cincinnati a couple days ago over Vanderbilt, and that little game that Baylor came back and won and covered against Washington. I've got 2 bowl releases coming your way. Michigan State, Georgia, along with South Carolina, Nebraska, plus a money-saving discount coupon code. That'll save you $15 off of any single purchase you make today. That's coming up in a moment. But first, I want to talk about what I've got going today. The one game on today's card. And guys, it's every bit as strong as the Giants play last night. Every bit as strong as last Monday's play on the New Orleans Saints. It's my 15-dime 2012 line error bowl lock of the year, Stanford, Oklahoma State. The last game on today's card in Glendale, Arizona. The Fiesta Bowl clash between Stanford and Oklahoma State. And again, let me just frame this for you. 15-dime plays, guys. May not sound like a lot when I talk about other handicappers having 80-dime plays, 100-dime plays, but again, you always have to remember 99% of my plays are rated between 5 and 15 dimes, and these 15-dime releases in football and basketball combined, college and pro, since the start of the NFL preseason back in early August, 33-17, including 18-8 over the past few weeks. And this play tonight, another 15-dime release. Listen, guys, I am a perfect 2-0 with my premium college bowl releases, the ones that I've actually released to you. Forget about the 3 complimentary plays. I don't count them in my record, okay? 2-0 with the premium plays, as I gave you 5-dime winners last Tuesday and Thursday, respectively, on a pair of ACC schools, NC State over Louisville and Florida State over Notre Dame. Framing this in perspective for you, this play tonight is 3 times stronger, and it's every bit as big as the Giants last night and the Saints last Monday. 36 of 55 winning days. And listen, guys, this is another one of those, there is no in-between in this game. You know, either the Cowboys, who are playing with a chip on their shoulder because they felt that they should have at least received more consideration than Alabama to be playing next Monday night against LSU in the Superdome for the national title, will win this game, I think, by 9 points, covering the 4-point margin, or Stanford, with Andrew Luck making his final collegiate start. Stanford 23-2 straight up with Luck as a starting quarterback the past 2 years. The only 2 losses, of course, coming to Oregon. They win the game outright. Again, there is no in-between. That is my best bet on today's card. Let me also point out a couple of other hot handicappers for you. First of all, Scott Delaney. Congratulations going out to Scott. Yesterday, 100-dime winner on the Baltimore Ravens, getting the job done, so kudos to him. Over the past 2 years now, 31-15 run with those 100-dime plays. But you want to talk about his bread and butter plays. These are the 80-dime college football plays. Today, 80-dime college football winner, number 11 out of 12. 80-dime college football winner, number 11 out of 12. Wisconsin and Oregon, that of course is your Rose Bowl clash. I think it goes at like 5 o'clock Eastern time today. He is 3-0 so far with 80-dime college bowl releases so far here in the current campaign, cashing first with Ohio about a week and a half ago in the Idaho Bowl. Then this past Friday, BYU on the money line against Tulsa, 80-dime winner. Then he came back on Saturday with Utah on the money line, another winner. This play is just as strong as those. And guys, again, if you have followed Scott Delaney religiously, over the past 8 months, dating back to last March, $10 bettors have won $11,062. Today, 80-dime college football winner, number 11 out of 12 from Scott Delaney. Also want to point out a couple other guys. Bob Valentino, who is not an everyday handicapper, much like Shawn Michaels. When he has a play, he releases it. When he doesn't, he just takes a pass on the board. Today, 75-dime winner, number 4 out of 5 overall. The 8th ever 75-dime college football release he's had in his career. It's on the Florida-Ohio State game. That is, I got to be honest with you, that is the one game I have no clue who the hell's going to win that game today. None whatsoever. Anyway, he just hit a 75-dime college football bowl release with Wake Forest against Mississippi State on Friday, and also hit a 75-dimer with Clemson, humiliating Virginia Tech in the ACC title game a few weeks ago. And finally, Chris Jordan, who, as you know, dating back to 2006, is the winningest handicapper at this site, had 4 1,000-star plays here in the past couple of weeks, and those are his normal top-rated selections. He won the first 2, but then he lost the next 2. So, guys, I'm always telling you the good with the bad. I think it's only fair. I do want to point out today he has his first 2,000-star college football release of the season, and it's on your early game between Houston and Penn State in the Music City Ticket Bowl, or whatever the hell it's called. I don't know. Who cares with these names? Also, Craig Davis, 100-dime winner today on your game between, what game is he looking at? Oh, Georgia and Michigan State, among 2 winners from Craig Davis. And quick congratulations going out to Dom Chambers yesterday, winning again Sunday night. 80-dime winner, number 7 out of 9, cashing in with the Giants. Plus 415 dimes net profit the past 5 weeks in the NFL alone. He has won 36 of the last 55 days. And yes, Dom, my winning streak is better than yours still. And in that stretch of 55 days, a $10 bettor has won $8,750 on all sports combined. So congratulations going out to Dom. Now, the bad. Jeff Benton yesterday. I mean, you want to talk about a heartbreaker. He had his 3rd straight 100-dime play. He had 2 of them this football season, won them both, had his 3rd in a row yesterday, and did it not look great for 3 quarters with San Francisco against St. Louis? And didn't damn St. Louis come back and get the backdoor cover and screw Jeff yesterday and everybody else out there? And that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, unfortunately, guys. Hey, let me get you your money-saving discount coupon code today. It is going to be, as I look for it, it is going to be Bowling15. Bowling 15. How easy is that? Bowling and the number 15, no space between bowling and 15. Bowling 15 will get you $15 off of any single purchase you make today. It's a one-time usage coupon. Use it, enjoy it, save yourself some money, win some money on this big, big day in college bowl action. Now, as I said, I am 2-0 with my premium plays so far in the bowls. I am 3-0 with my complimentary plays. Let me give you a couple of complimentary selections today. First one is going to be Michigan State and Georgia. And guys, it's the Outback Bowl in Tampa, like those that care. Michigan State is a 3-point dog. I don't get it. Who the hell did Georgia beat this year? I mean, seriously, who did Georgia beat this year? I mean, I see a Georgia team that managed to duck playing Arkansas and Alabama and LSU until they played LSU in the SEC title game. Gee, I think LSU is still scoring in the second half of that one when they ran up 35 unanswered points to hammer the Bulldogs. Bulldogs opened the season with a loss to Boise, in case you remember. In between, they beat Ole Miss, Miss State, Tennessee, Vandy, Florida, a down year for Florida, New Mexico State, Auburn, Kentucky, Georgia Tech. They lost to Boise, South Carolina, and LSU. Michigan State, they lost the Big Ten championship game, of course, to Wisconsin, but were there 2 better games in Wisconsin and Michigan State among the top 5 or 6 games of this entire season this year? This Spartan defense is the real deal. big, dominant defensive line, giving up just 18 points a game this season, 2.9 yards per carry. The secondary, 17 interceptions, only 212 yards passing per game allowed. So I think that Georgia quarterback Aaron Murray is going to have some problems today. Plus, Michigan State has a very diversified offensive attack where Kirk Cousins in a strong ground game, averaging 31 points a game. That offensive line for Michigan State has not allowed the sack in the last 4 games. Michigan State, listen, embarrassed last year in the bowl. Michigan State also has a little bit of a chip on its shoulder, too, because, rather than Michigan, who they beat, Michigan gets a BCS bowl bid. They're relegated to playing in Tampa in the Outback Bowl. So I think Michigan State is definitely going to deliver, and I think they win this game outright today. Now, the other play is going to be South Carolina and Nebraska. Now, both of these teams laid eggs last year in the postseason, but none bigger than Nebraska. After humiliating Washington in regular season play last year, they were upset by the Huskies a year ago in the postseason. So it's a battle of redemption when these two meet in Orlando in the Capital One Bowl. But here's the thing. I think South Carolina has one of the best defenses in the country. Top 5 defense, without a doubt. Everybody talks about Alabama's and LSU's. Well, Jesus, have you noticed with South Carolina? They are a disruptive force when it comes to pressuring opposing quarterbacks. They can really beat the hell out of you. Look what they did to Clemson this year. 34-13, okay? They won 6 of their final 7 games. The only loser was 44-28 at Arkansas. The type of teams that South Carolina struggled against this year were teams that had better than average passing attacks, like Georgia, like Arkansas. Well, Nebraska doesn't throw the ball. You know what Nebraska's going to try to do here. They're going to try to run the ball relentlessly today with Taylor Martinez, who is as inconsistent can be, and Rex Burkholder. Now, when you consider South Carolina, what this season has turned into for them, it's really been a good coaching job from Steve Spurrier. Think about it. They lost Marcus Lattimore in the season 6 game. They finally kicked Steven Garcia off the team. They put in Connor Shaw, excuse me, guys, and, he has really been a steadying influence at quarterback. And here's the interesting thing with Connor Shaw. Last 3 games, he's thrown 50 passes. He's run the ball 46 times. He's really giving that deep offense. Steve Spurrier, the guy who threw the ball relentlessly at Florida, he's really given that offense a whole different look. He ran for 88 yards against Florida, 90 yards against the Citadel, 107 yards against Clemson, okay? I don't think Nebraska's going to find any running room between the tackles against that stout South Carolina defensive line. So I think Burkhead and Martinez are going to struggle. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I think South Carolina deserves to be favored by 3 in this contest. And I think they build on that 6-1 finish and move forward to next year. Once again, South Carolina would be your other free selection. Well, that'll do it, guys. Good luck, and I will catch you again on Tuesday.